What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we're back with more Retro FSD. Let's check out the grooviness of 1979 and see what lies ahead. Here we go! Before we check out FSD, let's go back in time a little more. 1978 marked a pivotal year within the US aviation industry, as the Airline Deregulation Act was signed into law by then-President Jimmy Carter. With the elimination of federal control on the airlines, some existing airlines coalesced into others, while new commuter airlines took some places in the market. One of the first airline mergers to take place in this new era was between North Central Airlines and Southern Airways. The following year, on July 1st, 1979, the routes of the Northliners and Aristocrats became one giant network to form Republic Airlines, maintaining most of North Central's branding with Herman the Duck. On a local level in Sioux Falls, we would see North Central be replaced by Republic. Fortunately, with the Herman the Duck branding remaining on Republic planes, it would still be seen in the upper Midwest for several more years. By November of 1979, Republic had service to Aberdeen, Brookings, Mitchell, Pierre, and Yankton, South Dakota, Minneapolis, Rochester, and Worthington, Minnesota, Sioux City, Iowa, and Omaha. Did you get all of that? If you didn't, I'll bail you out with a route map. Another highlight for 1979 was Lake State Airways. Lake State Airways was a Minnesota-based commuter airline lasting between 1973 and 1983. They started as Air New Ulm due to them being based in the town of New Ulm, Minnesota, until they changed it to Lake State Airways in 1977. They also made the move to Marshall. They changed their name one last time in 1979 to Midwest Aviation, then they went under in 1983. Since the reference I found within the FSD flight schedule refers to this airline as Lake State Airways, that's the name I'll proceed with in this video. In 1979, they used Beechcraft light aircraft. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find what specific Beechcraft variant Lake State used at the time. If anyone knows, please share it in the comments. To round out our airline slate, we have Ozark Airlines to Cedar Rapids and Fort Dodge, Iowa, Chicago, and Sioux City, and Western to Denver, Minneapolis, and Salt Lake City. Let's get right into this update. Welcome to the Sioux Falls Regional Airport. The date is November 15th, 1979. We're filled with all the goodies in this update, so let's get right into it. First at Gate 2 is this Republic Convair 580. With the branding just a few months old, some passengers are still getting used to the new identity. From Aberdeen, South Dakota, flights were once daily on the 580. This flight arrived at 9:20 p.m. local time as Flight 873. Next at Gate 4 is another Convair 580, this one with North Central colors. Safe to say, considering the many hybrids that existed during this time, I think there was a chance some North Central and Southern planes still flew with the previous carrier's full titles for a few months post-merger, especially when you figure in how many planes they operated under the combined brand. This Convair is about to head out to Minneapolis, of which was operated by Republic twice a day, every day. It would depart at 7:35 p.m. local time as Flight 869. Swinging around to Gate 5 is an Ozark DC-930. In 1979, Ozark debuted their newer livery, of which they've dubbed Stripes. I imagine this livery wasn't all that common across this fleet at the time, and it may have not been until 1980 that this livery visited FSD for the first time. Originally, I had purchased an Ozark DC-9 with the carrier's older Three Swallows livery, which is the whole reason why I made this script for this video, but the model ended up not being in stock and was incorrectly listed. Despite the discrepancy, I'm still fortunate to possess an Ozark DC-9 at all. For this aircraft today, it has arrived from Fort Dodge, Iowa at 6:34 a.m. local time as Flight 959, one of the first arrivals of the day. Lastly, resting over at Gate 1 is this Western Boeing 727. Western sent a mix of this and the 737-200, but since I still lack the latter type in my collection, this 727 will have to do for now. Gemini Jets, please release one. Western sent the 727 in from Minneapolis and Denver. This one is heading out to the Mile High City today as Flight 468 at 12:20 p.m. local time with a snack service. Western serves this route on a twice-daily basis. And that will do it for this Retro FSD video. I hope you enjoyed this update for this month. Keep an eye out as we return to the 1990s to complete that decade as best we can. Considering one of the white whales in my collection is the American Fokker 100, it may be a while before we can officially complete this decade, so we may return to the 2000s for a little bit to try and check off some additional years, and may even try some modern classic updates in the early 2010s to fill in the gap. With that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.